More from the guys as this one goes along. But first, let's have a look at the starting lineup for the visiting Detroit Tigers, as their order here this afternoon will look like this. Three-finger Brown is on the mound to face them. His greatest challenge in this one will be avoiding the long ball. He's going to be staring down some guys that'll be tough outs in this ball game, but it'll be imperative that he keeps the ball in the ballpark. Here's a look now at the defensive alignment they'll have to contend with. The leadoff hitter makes his way toward the plate, and we are ready for baseball.
Leading off the afternoon for Detroit, shortstop, number 4.
Underway at the ballpark this afternoon as the first pitch is in there for strike one. Eric, we take a look at the Pirates as they take the field here this afternoon. They come in trying to rebound after a loss that snapped a modest 3-game winning streak.
And I think it's just going to be a matter of putting yesterday behind you. It wasn't their finest performance of the year, that's for sure, but they're capable of playing much better ball, and I think we'll see a sharper focus here in this one.
And he's in there safely. He's got a double.
Boy, that's an ideal start to the afternoon right here. If nothing else, you want to let this pitcher know that you mean business. And I think this is going to get his attention right away as he kicks things off with 2 bases.
Stan Hack will stand in, and he wasn't much of a factor yesterday as he took an 0 for 4 in the loss. Here's the first offering. A called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1.
And you know, all you have to do is point back to yesterday's ball game. This was part of their downfall, hitting with runners in scoring position. They just couldn't sustain any kind of offense. So this would be a big boost if he could turn the tide a little bit here and come through big.
Here's a late swing and a miss, strike 2.
There's not a whole lot of conviction in that swing. It was almost like an afterthought, like an emergency hack.
Pause, now the pitch. Got him.
And down in the count 0-2, you have to figure something like this is coming. He came with 2 straight fastballs to start the at-bat, and then they finish him off here with that big old bender.
Stepping in now, Barry Bonds, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball 1. Now, how important is it going to be for this guy to throw that curveball for strikes?
I don't know that he necessarily needs to ever throw it for a strike. I mean, if it's around the plate and he's getting guys to go after it, it's doing its job. But if he starts to get too high or too far outside, then it's just an easy take.
1 out and a runner on second base. Now the 2-0 home. High and away, not close. 3-0. Green light here on 3-0.
Yeah, I want my run producer swinging the bat. It's my number 7 hitter? Probably not.
.30 is on the way. And that misses ball 4. So it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Well, he's going to find that hitters in the big leagues are much more patient than they were down at AAA. A strikeout in the minors turns into a walk at this level.
Hank Aaron will stand in, and he was among the many who failed to record a base hit in the loss yesterday. Now here's the first pitch. And he'll miss the target away with the fastball. It's 1-0. Seems like he's missed his spots a few times here already.
Yeah, he hasn't been overly sharp, that's for sure. It hasn't caught up to him yet, but he's going to need to find that rhythm.
The 1-0 pitch. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
And one thing you can't do here, you cannot lose him and load the bases. He's still got a couple pitches to play with, but I'd expect this one to be somewhere in the strike zone.
2-0 on the way. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. The alarm bells are ringing now.
They're getting louder and louder, too.
Here comes the 3-0. And a drive out to deep right center field. But that'll be off the wall in right center. And now third base coach Dave Clark's giving him the come on around third. And the run will score as the Tigers are off to a 1-0 lead.
Already their second double of the ball game here in the first inning. He's not fooled too many guys out there to this point, that's for sure.
Now he'll step out at the plate and reassess things here. In now, Yogi Berra, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0.
Now here's a spot with a run home already. That looks nice on the scoreboard. But if you could put up a 2 or even a 3 spot here in the first, that could really go a long way against a guy like this.
And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Now this first inning's been a rough one already. He needs an out here in the worst way.
And you don't want to get caught having to play catch up this early in the ball game. So you're right. He's got to work his way out of this jam right now.
The 2-0 on the way. And this is lifted the other way to left center. Catch is made in medium deep left center. Here comes the runner for the plate. And it's a sac fly and an RBI. It's now a 2-0 game.
Good work there to pick up that second run of the inning. He just gets the ball airborne, and it's plenty deep enough to pick up the RBI.
Don Mattingly will stand in, and you see the slow start by the numbers as he's struggling to crack 200 on this new season. First pitch coming. Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. He's ready now. The pitch. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. So it's 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and a runner left. On now to the bottom of inning number 1. It's the Tigers 2 and the Pirates nothing. A look there at the starting lineup for Clint Hurdle's Pittsburgh Pirates as they'll line up this way. Phil Niekro is on the mound here to face these guys. He's got the usual assortment of pitches, but keep an eye on him in the early going here. If these guys can get to him early, he does have a tendency to start overthrowing. And from there, that's when the problems usually arise. And a quick look now at the defensive alignment behind him for Detroit. Buddy Meyer will step in now to lead things off in the home half of the first.
Leading off for the Pirates, second baseman, Buddy Meyer.
Knuckleball there, but it dances outside. Ball 1. Eric, you take a look at these guys as they take the field for the bottom of the first here this afternoon. They come in hoping not to fall too deep into an early season hole as they're just 1-5 to start the new campaign.
When you're looking at trying to get out of a funk like this, it always helps when you can hand the ball over to a veteran starter that's been through this before, and luckily for them, they're going to be able to do that here. This is what you got to do right here. Your guy just gave up the lead. You're down by 2 now.
make something happen here leading off the inning. He does exactly that as he gets into second with a leadoff double.
Pete Rose steps in now. Now here's the first pitch. Here's a ground ball toward the hole and through into left field. It's a base hit. Oh, and he misses the stop sign there as he heads for the plate. And they're on the board as now it's a 2-1 ball game. Mike Schmidt will dig in here.
Mike Schmidt.
First pitch coming. And he catches the inside corner for a called strike. 0-1. One of the things that makes him so tough to hit, the ability to put his pitches right on the black.
Yeah, I mean, you watch the catcher's glove on some of these, and it literally does not move. That's how good his stuff is.
Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2.
Nice comeback here to get it 0-2. And now you've got to put that early run behind you and make sure that this doesn't get any worse.
He's ready. Now the pitch. And a knuckleball ties him in knots there, and that's the first out.
And here's the 3-pitch sequence coming up. No surprise what this is going to be. Knuckleball, good morning. Knuckleball, good afternoon. And knuckleball, good night, everybody. That's a rough AB.
Standing in now, Jorge Posada, as he'll watch a knuckleball that dances its way in there for strike one.
You know, it's so important with guys like this to get ahead with strike one. Put them behind in the count and on their back foot right away.
From the stretch. Knuckleball, 1-1.
Oh, he wanted that one. Probably should have got it, too.
Here's the 1-1. Over towards the dugout, but this one will get into the stands. Runner at second here with one man out. And this is a strike three call. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
You know, and I think most hitters will tell you, if you get a bad call on strike one or strike two, you know, they can live with that. But if you're going to punch me out on strike three, it better be a strike. If not, I feel like you're taking the bat out of my hands.
Into the box, Todd Helton. Pitch outside, the throw. And he'll be tagged out trying to steal third. And that just doesn't make much sense as the inning is over. 1 in the inning for the Pirates on a couple of hits. Second inning coming up from PNC Park. Detroit is out in front, 2-1. Ichiro Suzuki will come forward now. Back in the lineup here after getting yesterday afternoon off. First pitch on the way. High and tight here to begin the inning. It's ball one.
I think that's consistent with how the strike zone gets called nowadays. You know, that's a strike in the rule book, but most umpires won't give you that pitch anymore.
Here comes the 1-0. This one's a strike. It's 1-1. And you figure to see that change up more and more as this day progresses.
And the first time through the lineup, you want these guys to know that you've got this pitch in your arsenal. Sometimes pitchers want to hold on to pitches and not show everything right away, but here, you want these guys to be thinking, I know he's got that changeup, so I'd better not sit on the fastball too often.
Here comes a 1-2. Pitch in the dirt is swung on and missed, so he'll need to get the force at first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number one.
Kind of a double-edged sword right there. He wants to bounce a curveball to get a swing through, and he gets it, but then he's got to worry about that ball maybe getting away. Fortunately, that's a nice play to keep it close and get the runner out at first.
Here's the second baseman, Ian Kinsler. As he'll take a breaking ball too low, and it's 1-0.
Yeah, those are the ones you like to start an at-bat, especially your first time up.
I agree. Give me a nice, easy one in the dirt that I can take so I can really get ahead in that count early.
The next pitch. And they won't get him to chase the curveball in the dirt that time, and it's 2-0 now.
And this is what you got to do up there, Steve. You got to wait him out.
Yeah, and if you can lay off the off-speed stuff, that's when you're going to get your fastball to hit.
Over the outside half, and it's 2-1. One out, nobody on. Now the pitch. And this one's going to bounce up to the plate. An easy take there, and it's 3-1 now.
And they know full well the threat that this guy poses. So even down 3-1, I can't imagine he's going to get anything that he can drive right here.
Yeah. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Come on, bring on the team.
3-2, here it is. And he just manages to stay alive here as he fights this one foul. Now the 3-2 pitch. He swings at the fastball here and lifts it into the air to shallow center. Lynn comes on now and makes the catch in shallow center for round number 2.
And this is all about taking charge out there. That's the center fielder's ball if he can get there. So he calls everybody off and he makes the play easily.
Phil Niekro will get his first shot at it here. First offering on the way. They'll try and entice him with a high fastball, but he wouldn't commit. It's ball 1. 1-0 on the way. And it's a called strike to even the count at 1.
And against a guy like this, you're usually only going to get one pitch to hit in that bat. Sometimes you might not even get that, so that's one he may want back.
The 1-1. And they'll go off speed here as this pitch misses. It's 2-1. And this is something we've seen a lot from him recently. He's worked his way into another good hitter's count.
Yeah, it's not unrelated either. When you're going good at the plate, usually means you're being selective and you're not getting yourself out. And when that happens, you'll find yourself in these kind of counts.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Down in order go the Tigers. They still lead it 2-1. Todd Helton will dig in now. He had a couple of hits in yesterday's contest.
First baseman, Todd Helton.
Now here it comes. And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1.
Oh, and you wonder if maybe he decided beforehand just to take a pitch up there first. Too bad for him because that thing was right down Broadway.
The pitch. Oh, he checked his swing there and pops this one up. And there's the first out.
Batting sixth, center fielder, Fred Lynn.
Fred Lynn will stand in, and he is off to a dreadful start at the plate as he has not hit the ball well in April. First pitch to him. And that's in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's the pitch. And a good idea to hold off on that swing. It's ball 1.
He just about went around. He was lucky to put on the brakes when he did.
1-1 on the way. And a bouncing ball, foul. 1 out, nobody on. Here comes the 1-2. And this is hit well towards the hole. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Batting seventh, right fielder,
Bobby Abreu will stand in now. 0 for 4 in that day game yesterday. And here's the first pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This is foul for the first strike. Now here's the pitch. Outside for a ball, 1-1. One pitch on the way. And now a pitch hit sharply on the ground. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They still trail it here 2-1. Number 4 will try again here. He doubled to kick off the ball game and later came around to score the game's first run. Here's the first offering. Now a fastball to start the third. That misses. It's ball 1. The 1-0 home. And here's a fastball in for strike 1. 91 miles an hour that time. The 1-1. In for a strike, and he jumps ahead 1-2 now.
Real good lateral movement on that two-seam fastball. That pitch is money for him when it's moving like that. So just keep on throwing it.
Now the 1-2. Fastball hit on the ground is short. Throw to first in time, and the leadoff man is gone to start the third. So with one away, a reminder that Tigers baseball continues all season long on the show as you get a look there at what's on tap for the next 7 days. Stan Hack will try it again. Set down on strikes his first time. Now the first pitch. Took a little off, and it's in for a called strike 1. Pitch on the way. That ball's headed for the gap in left center. He's got a base hit, possibly more. The throw into second. And he's able to hustle his way up to second as he'll reach here with a two-base hit.
Well, I think this was a little bit of a gamble from my perspective. I had a feeling that he'd take a big turn around first and then hold on, but he was having none of that. He's smelling 2 all the way, and he's going to make it there with a hustle double.
Stepping in now, Barry Bonds. He'll start him here with a changeup, but it's taken for ball 1. The 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now.
And you go back to the call on that very first pitch, how important that was. Now instead of a 1-1 count, you're at 2-0 with a really dangerous hitter up there.
Now the 2-0. Chopper foul. Here it comes, 2-1 to 2-2 now.
Yeah, it's so hard to stay back against a guy like this. Unless you guess right, that thing's just so slow that it's almost impossible to keep from getting out on your front foot.
Not where he wanted that fastball to be, and it's 3-2 now. Hank Aaron waits on deck. A 2-1 score here as we play inning number 3. The 3-2 pitch. Oh, this is hit hard towards second. On to first, and there were 2 down.
These days in this game, we talk so much about situational hitting. Hit behind the runners, move guys up. But with 1 out, you got to try to drive that guy in. That was a really unproductive out, even though the guy moves to third.
Hank Aaron will stand in. An RBI double to his credit the first time around. First pitch coming. And a ball, 1-0.
And this is maybe not a pitch around situation, but you need to be real careful with a guy like this in 2 away.
The 1-0. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. A man on third with 2 down. Here's the 1-1. Now a hard liner towards short. Leaps and makes a terrific catch. And with that, the side is retired. Another look as he goes way up to get that one at short. More ahead from the North Shore right after this. Art Fletcher will dig in now, and he's got to be wondering when his bat's going to make the trip north from spring training, as he has really struggled in the early going. Here's the first pitch to him. 8, 9, and 1 to start the inning as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield single. Oh, but look here. The manager's up and out of the dugout, so it appears he might opt to challenge that last safe call at first.
Yeah, I wasn't so sure about him being safe either, but here's one more look at it right here. Tough to tell for sure from that angle. We'll have to wait and see what the signal is from the dugout.
And that's a thumbs up from the bench, so they will challenge the call on the field. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will now review the play from all available angles in order to make the final decision.
The Tigers are challenging the
Okay, well, we're going to get one more look at it right here. Is there enough video evidence to overturn this call? Yeah, I think that shot right there makes it look like he might have been out, so this might be a well-used challenge.
Okay, so it looks like the umpires are wrapping up their decision, and off comes the headset, and he's out. So the original call is overturned, and instead of having a base runner at first, the bases will now be empty.
overturned, and the batter will
Into the box now, three-fingered Brown, as he'll take a look at a strike on the outside corner. It's 0-1.
That's almost unfair to throw a knuckleball to your opposing pitcher. He's got it hard enough as it is.
Bases are empty, 1 man out. And the pitch. And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Fouled toward the third base dugout, but this will get back into the seats, out of play. Here's another 0-2. And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now.
Well, let's take a look at this check swing here in show motion. From this speed, it almost always looks like the guy goes around. Here, well, it looked like a good call down there at third base. I think that bat did break the plane, and that is a strike.
Standing in now, Buddy Meyer. Trying to lay one down here, but he misses strike 1.
And for as hard as it is to hit a knuckleball, it's no picnic trying to bunt one either.
Now the pitch. Takes a good swing, but this will be a foul ball. Here it comes. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, he's had a lot of guys swinging at pitches out of the strike zone early on, so it's a great idea to go ahead and bounce one there on 0-2.
The right-hander deals on 1-2. And here's a ball lifted back toward the stands in right, so we'll try it again at 1-2. Now another 1-2. And a swing and a ball hit foul heading for the seats. So another foul ball here, and it remains 1-2. He'll try again 1-2. Grounded fouled off to the left, so they'll do it again. Here he comes again, 1-2. Knuckleballs in the dirt, and that's a good job of blocking it there.
And this guy won't lay down here because there's 2 outs and nobody on. He's putting up a good fight.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. 2-2 pitch on the way. Oh, right back to him on the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. Down in order go the Pirates. Our score remains 2-1. Yogi Berra will stand in now to get us going here in the 4th.
Yogi Berra.
Now the first pitch. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
And after that call, you know he's got to be turning around to say something like, hey, you know what? This guy doesn't need any help.
Here's the pitch. And he goes the other way as this is hit high and deep out to straightaway left. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Well, you know, he had the right idea up there, so at least you know he's thinking. He tried to go the other way with this ball, but he got under it just a little bit, and it's an easy play out there in left field.
Don Mattingly will stand in. He grounded out his first time. Here's the first offering. Fastball in there for a called strike.
And I think now you're starting to get the sense that he's put that first inning behind him, and he looks a lot more comfortable out there now.
Now the pitch. He dials down on that one, but the result's the same. It's a called strike as he's in the hole now, 0-2.
You can tell he's still frustrated after that first called strike. That's still on his mind.
Now here it comes. Out in front as he pulls this one down the line at first. But this will wind up foul, still 0-2. Here comes another 0-2. Tried to get him out front, but it's a ball, 1-2. 4th inning of a 2-1 ball game. Now here's the pitch. And this is hit sharply on the ground toward the hole. And a reach, but it's by him as he couldn't quite get to that ball.
Well, he's been a little slow out of the blocks here to start the season, but that looks a little better there as this is a sharp base hit.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first. And in steps the dangerous Ichiro. First pitch coming. Pitch, a curveball that's off the catcher's glove and gets away. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch.
Yeah, and then just one pitch later, he essentially turns that single into a double by letting him advance into scoring position on the wild pitch. I'm pretty sure that's not what he had in mind.
1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes.
This is a good approach when you're facing a pitcher you're not too familiar with. Take a look at a few and see what he's got.
Here comes the 2-0. 3-0 now. In the on-deck circle, Ian Kinsler. He'll hit next. The 3-0. That one's in there. 3-1. Here he comes. 3-1. And this is popped high in the air toward the left side. Schmidt is there. 2 down.
A good hitter's count there on 3-1. You know, with the runner in scoring position, he's thinking he's going to get something good. But he winds up popping this one straight up. That's a costly out.
Ian Kinsler will dig in here. He flew out his first time around.
Let's go, Pirates. All right, Pittsburgh. Let's go, Pittsburgh.
Now here's the first pitch. And that's inside for a ball. 1-0. And now you've got a base open here with the pitcher on deck. Is this a workaround situation?
I think absolutely. With 2 outs here, no sense in giving this guy anything to hit if you can pitch to the pitcher instead.
Ball 2.
Well, they're taking the smart approach right here. With that base open, you don't need to put him on intentionally, but you also don't need to groove anything.
Come on, Pirates.
2-0 count. The pitch. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. And this ball is gone. No chance to make a play on that one. It's a 2-run home run off the bat of Ian Kinsler. And the Tigers have taken a 4-1 lead.
And this is where these guys can be so dangerous. They've got power all throughout the lineup. When the number 8 hitter's taking you deep, you know there's no easy outs.
Into the box, Phil Niekro.
Phil Niekro.
As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. No, you start to worry that maybe this already has the makings of a short outing.
And that's not what that man right there wants to hear. He'd hate to have to make a change this early, but he might have to.
Trying to keep the ball down here as this one finds the knees for strike 1. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Starts to go around, but the home plate umpire says he held up ball 2.
And you know, sometimes when you're thinking fastball, you try to get moving just a little bit early. And that's a good job of recognizing off speed and then holding back on the swing.
Ready with the 2-1. Oh, and not an easy pitch to lay off of, but he did somehow, and he's got it to 3-1.
Well, he's going to have to straighten himself out here pretty quickly, or he's going to be in danger of coming out of this ball game.
Let's go, Pirates. Come on, Pirates.
Now the 3-1 pitch. Fastball is taken for a strike, and he runs it full 3-2.
That's one of those fastballs that just never feels like it's going to be a strike. It's up at the letters, and that's a tough one to do anything with.
The pitch. Grounded foul down the line, so he'll tee it up again. He'll try it again, 3-2. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. The Tigers do get a couple, however, on this 2-run home run. Bottom of the 4th coming up. It's now 4-1 Detroit. Pete Rose will lead things off here in the home half of the fourth.
Left fielder, Pete Rose.
First pitch coming. First pitch is a slow knuckleball in there, 0-1.
Well, as we've seen so far, this isn't a team that's going to wait around too long to feel a pitcher out. They're an aggressive team all the way from top to bottom. And if that first pitch is anywhere close, most of these guys are going to take a hack at it.
And he's fit to be tied after that one. It's 0-2. Pitch on the way. Now a swing and a bouncing ball toward the hole. And he'll flip it to the pitcher covering for the out. And these two teams right back at it tomorrow night. We'll have coverage of Game 2 of the series in high definition on the show as you get a look there at the two starters scheduled to oppose one another. Mike Schmidt will stride in again. He struck out swinging his first time. First pitch on the way. Ball one. Here's the 1-0. And this one's too far inside, ball two.
Yeah, and he didn't even have to think twice about that one. And now he's got a good hitters count here, 2-0.
Here comes the 2-0. Swing and a ball hit well to the right side, but this will get into the crowd. A 2-1 offering. 3-1 now as that misses down and in.
Well, I think it's time to attack now because these guys haven't been in too many good hitters counts. This is where you need to pounce.
Come on, Pittsburgh, let's go.
The 3-1 is on the way. And a full count now, 3-2. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Fastball, strike three called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are two away.
And, you know, pitching's a lot more than just velocity. You know, this guy, he's living proof. If you hit your spots, change speeds, you can get guys out with an 87, 88 mile-an-hour fastball, and he did it right there.
Jorge Posada will dig in here. Took a called third strike his first time. First offering on the way. Now a knuckleball, and it's looked at for strike one.
Let's go.
4-1 our score as we play inning number 4. Here it comes.
Here we go.
Now a swing, and he pops him up. Right up the chute. This may be tough behind the plate. And he will indeed make the play in foul territory to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. It's the Tigers 4 and the Pirates 1. Number 4 will dig in. 1 for 2 with a double in this one.
Shortstop, number 4.
Couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. First pitch to him. And it's the outside corner. It's strike one.
Well, this start's been a real bear for him so far. You see the pitch count here to start the 5th. That has to be a concern.
And now a pitch on the way. He sends it out to left field. Well hit. And a high bounce will take it over the outfield wall, and he kicks off the inning with a ground rule double.
Yeah, good start to the inning there. You could see him really turn on this pitch and drive at that time. It'll wind up hopping over the wall out there, but no matter. He was going to be in easily with 2 anyway.
Stan Pack will stand in now with the runner at second following the leadoff double.
Yep, more hot water here to start the inning, and it's right back into that stretch again. And this is starting to become a theme for him.
Now here's the first pitch. And a curveball to begin the at-bat, 0-1.
And you kind of wonder if he's learned anything out there. There's another pitch right down the middle. I think he's lucky that that one didn't get hit a long way.
Comes set, now the pitch. Right over the top with that curveball, and it's 0-2. Comes set, now the pitch. Struck him out, but he'll try for first on the drop third strike. And the throw will indeed take care of him for the first out.
Yeah, and that turns out to be a nice little play there behind the plate. They get the swing through for strike three, but then he's got to get the out over there at first base and make sure that nobody else advances. And he's able to accomplish both of those tasks.
In now, Barry Bonds. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball one.
And that curveball is normally one of his best pitches. He just hasn't had a great feel for it so far.
One 1-0 pitch now. Breaking ball. That's in the dirt as he takes a ball.
Tried to backdoor him with another breaking pitch right there, and they're staying away from the fastball so far, at least in this at-bat.
Here's the 2-0 pitch. Swing and a miss on what should have been ball three. Instead, the count goes to 2-1.
Yeah, and you got to be careful that you don't go up there helping them out, especially if you get that feeling that they're trying to work around you.
2-1. And this pitch is hit foul off to the left and out of play, so the count goes to 2-2 now. Sets the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2.
Now this is exactly how you go about shutting down a leadoff double. He turned right around, struck out the next two guys. So now they're going to need a little two-out magic if they're going to dent that scoreboard.
Stepping in now, Hank Aaron, as he'll take one up in the zone, but indeed in the strike zone for the first strike.
Yeah, and I don't think I'd be in any big hurry to challenge this guy again. I'd see if I could make him go out of the zone, maybe chase a bad pitch.
He's set, now the pitch. Now a ball hit hard towards the hole. Look at the stop. Throw from a knee is too late, and that will be an infield single.
Those are some quick feet down there at third base, and soft hands, too, as you see him reach out to snare that one. But by the time he gets to his feet, he's got to hurry the throw over there, and it winds up being just a little too late.
Into the box now, Yogi Berra, and a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball.
And now with that pitch count getting up there just a little bit, you can see that some of these pitches are missing just a little farther away than they were earlier.
4 runs, 7 hits, and no errors in the ballgame for the Tigers. Here's a 1-0. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Seemed to quicken his delivery to the plate on that last pitch.
Well, you got to remember the slide step does 2 things for you. It gets the catcher the ball quicker so he can throw a guy out, or it will hold the runner on first so he doesn't steal it all.
The 2-0. And he'll lay the fastball in here to get the count back to 2-1.
Let's get him out.
Now a throw over to first. Runner back standing. Here comes the 2-1. And he didn't miss that by much. It's popped way up on the infield, and I mean way up there. Schmidt is there, and he puts this one away for the third out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Tigers strand a pair as they hold on to a 4-1 lead. Todd Helton will stand in to start things out here in the home half of the fifth. And you get the sense, Steve, that this crowd's been pretty well taken out of the ballgame to this point.
Yeah, they pretty much had to sit on their hands all afternoon. Not a lot to get excited about so far. And I think that's a credit to that man out there on the mound. He's cut right through this lineup for the first 4 innings.
Here's the first offering. Starts him out with a good dancing knuckleball for a strike. The pitch count there, 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Off the plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Here's the 1-1 pitch. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Now the 2-1 pitch. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And now, in fact, they'll tag him out at second base, trying to advance on the bad throw. What a break there.
Well, they catch a break, and then they let it get away from him. He's able to reach first here on the throwing error, but then he gets a little greedy, and they tag him out trying to take the extra base.
Into the box, Fred Lynn, and this will be fouled away. And the pitch. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Well, you get the sense that what they need is 1 big hit from anybody in the lineup. If they could get one, it could get them right back in this game, because right now they just seem out of it.
And he looks at a ball, 1-2. Here's the 1-2. And this is a strike 3 called. Oh, caught a break there. 2 away.
Now batting, right fielder.
Well, we already know he didn't like the call, but what does show motion say about it? Yeah, I think he might have a reason to be unhappy, but I tell you, when it's that close, you don't want to leave it in the umpire's hands, especially with 2 strikes.
In now, Bobby Abreu, as he'll take a look at ball 1.
Well on his way to another good inning right here, and you see the pitch count. It's not even close to being a factor just yet.
One 0 on the way. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now.
This is a guy whose numbers are on the rise, and this is a big reason why. 2 close pitches, 2 good takes, and now he's in a great hitter's count, 2-0.
The 2-0. Outside, 3-0 now. You figure he's taken now on the 3-ball count?
Maybe even taken 2.
5th inning here in a 4-1 ball game. Here it comes, the 3-0. He goes the other way as this is hit well out toward deep left field. And now that'll hop over the wall, so he'll be at second here with 2 away on a ground rule double.
Yeah, he gives this ball a pretty good ride out there, and I don't think he was going to be thinking about 3 anyway, but you see the ball pop up and over the wall, so he'll stop at second with the ground rule double.
Art Fletcher will dig in. He singled his first time around. Now the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. Has a look, now the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will be a foul ball as he's behind 0-2 now. waits. Now the pitch. And now the knuckleball in there. Strike 3 called, and the side is retired. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Time for a quick break, then back to PNC Park after this. Doug Corbett will come on out of the bullpen as he'll be appearing in his 3rd game this season.
Doug Corbett.
Don Mattingly will dig in, 1 for 2. He grounded out the first time and followed that with a base hit in his 2nd plate appearance.
Mattingly.
Drops in a strike to start the at-bat. 0-1. You have to figure that sinker is going to be an important pitch for him here this afternoon.
No question about it. Obviously, it's his ground ball pitch, so if you're a hitter, you're going to need to make him bring that pitch up a bit.
And some action now in the Pirates bullpen. They've got a lefty and a right-hander up to throw. Ready now on 1-1. Swing and a miss as he pulled the string on him. 1-2.
Boy, when he's got that thing going good, it just takes a nosedive right at the end.
And maybe trying to get him off stride at the plate, so he'll step out and ask for time. One, two. Now a little bouncer into no man's land down that 3rd baseline. But this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. Here's another 1-2. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Now here it comes. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
The one thing you learn real quick as a rookie, you don't get any easy at-bats at this level. You got to be thinking up there every single pitch, because guys up here, they'll tear you apart if you don't.
Here's Ichiro now. And that misses. Ball 1.
Yeah, and coming right off of that strikeout, he's got to be thinking he should be ahead of this next guy. That's a tough way to fall behind.
Now the 1-0 pitch. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
And you know what? That might be a little frustration coming out right here. You didn't get the call on the pitch before. You're a little bit steamed out there. And here, pretty clearly trying to overthrow this ball, and it winds up getting away from him.
Ian Kinsler will stand in again as we flash you back here to the 4th inning. This was a 2-run home run that was definitely one of the big blows of the ball game to this point.
There you go. Stop the call right here.
And here's the first pitch. And a pitch out here, but Ichiro's not going anywhere yet. Sixth inning, 4-1 is our score. The 1-0 pitch. Sinker stays outside and is behind now 2-0.
And here, you've got good speed on base and at the plate. So on a ground ball, it's not a foregone conclusion you're going to get an out anywhere.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
You wonder if hitting that last hitter may have rattled him a little. He's having an awfully hard time finding the strike zone now.
Four runs, 7 hits. One error for the Tigers thus far. Now the 3-0 offering. That's on the outer edge, 3-1.
And at the plate, he might have been told, look, you're taken until you get a strike. Not a bad idea.
Now time asked for and granted by the home plate umpire. And now he'll again ask for time. And one thing you don't want to do is get a pitcher too riled up out there. "3-1 on the way. That's in there, and it'll run the count to full, 3-2.
Might not be a bad time to have a look over to first. Make sure they don't have any ideas of trying to send him to keep out of the double play.
Full count pitch on its way. He'll fight just to stay alive here as this is fouled away. Here's a look over to first. Don't want to forget about it. Here's the full count offering. And he misses with that one for ball 4. So that'll put runners on first and second now with one away.
You can't fault the pitch selection or the location there. It's well placed, maybe just a hair off the outside corner. But 3-2, that's where you want to be.
Standing in now, Phil Niekro. And he's squaring around here, but he can't connect. One strike.
Yeah, no surprise they had him squaring right there, and I figure he'll get 2 more shots to get it down.
From the belt, the pitch, and a bunt attempt here, but this will be foul, so the runners will stay put for now. First and second now, one man out. Pause, now the pitch. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
And here this is one more time on show track. You can see it. He checked his swing there, and I think he did so in time, but you can clearly see that that pitch is in the strike zone, and I think ultimately that was a called third strike.
Into the box now, number 4, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike 1.
Oh, he's got a legitimate gripe right there. I don't know about that one.
2 men are on with 2 men out. From the belt, kicks and deals. Swing and a line drive to left. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Tigers strand a pair, but they lead it 4-1. Bill Nicholson is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6.
Bill Nicholson.
And he'll just watch this thing to try and get an idea. It's 0-1 for that man right there. Just the 1 run allowed. The question is, can he make that lead stand up?
Well, he hasn't shown too many signs of cracking so far. He's got the look of someone right now who's ready to go the distance.
That's in there as well. It's a quick 0-2 count.
And I know it's your first at-bat of the ball game and you want to work the count a little, but those were 2 pretty good pitches to have a rip at.
Now here's the pitch. Here's a knuckler in the dirt. Good block by the catcher that time. The 1-2. Knuckleball. Strike 3 called as that thing came back over the plate. 1 away.
You can't underestimate how important a start this is when your team's on a losing streak. He has been phenomenal. And it's all thanks to him that they've got a good shot at ending this thing.
Buddy Meyer will dig in. 1 for 2, including a double back in the first. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt. The first pitch. Lays off 1-0.
Get it out of here.
Here's the 1-0. There's a fastball for a strike, and that evens the count at 1-1. Well, that pitch isn't going to light up the radar gun, but it's been effective.
Well, it doesn't have to. If you get that good movement and put it in the right spot, it's plenty good enough to do the job.
And this ball runs away for ball 2, 2-1. Here's the 2-1 pitch. 2-1 pitch is a fastball off the plate away, and it's 3-1 now.
And he's got a little bit of work to do now to avoid that first walk.
Now the 3-1. And he misses ball 4.
And he's saying, give me a break. I mean, that pitch is right there. I gotta tell you, though, complaining like that is only going to squeeze that strike zone a little more.
Pete Rose will dig in here. 1 for 2. He's singled and grounded out so far.
Stay clear of the DP.
Here's the first pitch to him. And he lays off a pitch here that he probably shouldn't have. 0-1. From the stretch, runner goes. Pitch outside, the throw. It skips in and he's safe. Close play, but he's in there.
And let's train our eyes on this stolen base from our high first base camera. You'll see him get a pretty good jump, and he wasn't looking back at all right there, so he gets into scoring position now with 1 out.
Some action now in the Tigers bullpen as they'll get a left-hander and a right-hander up to throw. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. And Kinsler will settle under this one for out number 2.
Wow, that's got to be a frustrating at-bat right there because you feel like you're all over a pitch, and then maybe your mechanics break down just a little bit, you get underneath it, and it just becomes a harmless pop-up.
Mike Schmidt will dig in. Took a cold third strike his last time. First pitch coming. And a first pitch knuckleballs inside for ball 1.
Well, you know, if there's anybody in this lineup capable of getting a rally started, this is the guy right here.
Come on, Mike, let's do this.
The next pitch. Now a swing and a sharp ground ball to third. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. 1 left for Pittsburgh. They trail it 4-1. Back here in Pittsburgh, we're through the first 6 innings with the Tigers on top, and before we start the 7th, let's take a look at our game summary. Pete Richter is on to pitch now as he'll take over to start inning number 7.
24, Pete Richter.
Stan Hack will get another shot. Struck out swinging his last time.
Stan Hack.
First pitch of the inning is taken downstairs for a ball. It's 1-0. Here comes the 1-0. A high strike there, and it's 1-1.
And you can see him trying to be a little bit more patient here. He's got 2 strikeouts already, but he's got to be careful not to fall too far behind.
Here comes the 1-1. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-2 the count now. Here's the lefty's offering on 1-2. Now a fastball here as this is slashed the other way over the third baseman's head. A fair ball. Around first, digging for 2 now. And he will pull in here with a leadoff double.
Well, you'll see how late he is on this fastball. I mean, he nearly takes this out of the catcher's glove, but somehow he's able to steer it fair down the line, and he cruises in with a double.
Into the box, Barry Bonds as he'll lay off a slider too low, ball 1. Tough spot here for a left-handed hitter, facing a guy that's exceptionally tough on lefties.
Yeah, you generally get so many at-bats against right-handed pitching. Now you're in a good RBI spot, and you're stuck facing a guy like this.
Now about a 58-foot breaking pitch that he wisely lays off here. Here's the 2-0. 3-0 now. No shortage of extra base hits as you see the totals there. We're in the 7th now. 4-1 our score to this point. Here he comes on 3-0. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out.
The right fielder, number 44, Hank Aaron.
Hank Aaron will dig in. He singled his last time around.
Let's run the 5-4-3 here.
Here's the first offering. In there, no balls and a strike.
Good pitch right there, right on the heels of a walk. He needed to get ahead of the next guy, and he did just that.
Let's go. Let's go.
He's set, now the pitch. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact. Nail-biting time now in that third base dugout.
Well, things are starting to spiral here, and you've got to make sure this doesn't spin completely out of control.
Now the 1-1. And the pitch misses low and away for ball 2.
Yeah, a good job here of working himself back into a hitter's count, especially with 2 men on base in front of him.
Here's the 2-1 pitch. And this is fouled back and out of play. Here he comes on 2-2. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. First and second here with nobody out. Now another 2-2. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. And he'll make it up to third here thanks to the throwing miscue, and we'll see how they want to score this play.
Well, this ball doesn't get too far away from home plate, so that makes the catcher have to make a decision. And he decides to try to force it in there at second base, but he winds up throwing it away.
In now, Yogi Berra, as he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he needed that one. Something to give him a little bit of confidence.
Get this strike out, man.
He's set, now the pitch. And that misses 1-1. Bad time for the strike zone to go MIA.
Yeah, and he could have used that one, no doubt about it.
It's got to be right here.
Now the 1-1 pitch. There's a swing and a ball lifted to left, but back in the seats, out of play. It's 1-2. Needs a punch out here. Can he get it? Not on that one, as this is bounced foul. It's still 1-2. Tight spot. Bases loaded. Nobody out. Now another 1-2. Fastball here misses low, and it's back to even now at 2-2.
Oh, that's a tough take, but a good one. The pressure's still squarely on the pitcher out there. He's still got to come in.
The 2-2. Now here's a swing, and a ball hit well out there toward right center. And that'll get down out there near the wall. 1 run is scored. And now third base coach Dave Clark's giving him the come on around third. And he will score as well. It's a 3-run double and definite breathing room now as they add on to their lead.
Well, I think it's safe to say the route is on now. It's another pitch out over the plate, and he rakes his ball to drive in 3 more runs. And from a pitching standpoint, this game has got completely away from him now.
Standing in now, Don Mattingly, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0.
And this is a guy that needs to throw that curveball for strikes.
Yeah, when he doesn't have command on it, that's when he has to lean on his fastball. And sometimes that'll get him in trouble.
1-0 on the way. Off the plate again, 2-0 now. Looks like he's not going to see anything here.
Yeah, I don't think so either. They gave him 2 shots to see if he'd go out of the zone to try to chase. And after that, I'm thinking they should just put him on.
Now the 2-0 home. Called a strike there, 2-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe 4-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
Here he comes on 2-1. And this may get the runner to third as it's on the ground towards second base. 1 away.
Even with the big lead, it still doesn't hurt to play good fundamental baseball. So he's able to get his man up to third here with 1 out with that grounder to the right side.
Ichiro Suzuki will step forward now with 3 runs already home and a potential 4th standing at third base. Now the first pitch. Pitch to the plate is a sinker for a called strike 1. Three runs already home here. Has a look, now the pitch. And Ichiro can't make contact as he falls behind 0-2 now.
And now this is where you can be just a little bit more selective as a pitcher. You're looking for the strikeout. You certainly don't have to throw a strike in either of the next 2 pitches. So you got to see if you can get him to chase.
Comes set, now the pitch. Now here's a ball hit hard on the ground to second. Throw will be to first for the second out, but meanwhile another run is in to score.
And this play is the very definition of trading a run for an out. It's been an ugly inning so far, so I'm pretty sure they'll take anything they can get at this point.
Ian Kinsler will dig in. He homered back in the 4th. First pitch coming. And a high strike there, 0-1. That look says it all in the third base dugout.
That's not the look of a guy who's going to be sleeping well tonight, is it?
Hey, get the peanuts, yeah?
Now the pitch. Swing and a ball hit hard to third. And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
This is what you call an ambush swing right here. You're hitting in the back of the order. You're looking dead red early in the count, kind of just hoping the pitcher might relax and forget about you for a minute. Then you get that fastball middle in, and you jump all over it.
Luis Aquino will come on now in a mop-up role as he'll just try and keep this deficit from growing any larger. Stepping in now, Phil Niekro, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0. 2-0 now.
It's one thing to go 2-0 on a guy, but it's another to do it to a pitcher, and still another to do it to an American League pitcher. You've got to throw a strike right here.
2-0 on the way. 3-0 now.
Of all the people to lose the strike zone against in this lineup, he's got to be out there thinking, how is this happening against the pitcher?
Pitch. And this misses as well. Ball 4. And he's walked the opposing pitcher on 4 pitches.
Yeah, a 4-pitch walk to the pitcher. That won't make that guy very happy. Just lay it in there. He'll probably take it anyway.
Number 4 will get his shot now with 2 on and 2 out here in inning number 7. First pitch coming. And here's a fastball called for strike 1. He's ready now. The pitch on the ground to third. On to second for the force out, and the side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Stretch time coming up here in Pittsburgh. Tigers are out in front, 8-1. Jorge Posada will stand in to lead off the inning. Middle third of the lineup, 4, 5, and 6 as they try to get something going.
And this whole lineup's been pretty quiet all game long. Just the 1 run, that's it.
Now here's the first pitch. And this is going to be a foul ball. Pitch on the way. Here's a swing, and oh man! Way out of here. Solo shot to right center. And this lead has been cut to just 6 now.
Well, these guys still have some work to do, but this is a good start. Leadoff home run cuts 1 off the lead, but they're still going to need to manufacture a few more to get back in this ball game.
Into the box, Todd Helton, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce one foul for the first strike. The pitch. I think I'd take that one too. It's 0-2 now. And now a pitch on the way. Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2.
And even on 0-2, you don't want guys to get into a comfort level up there.
Now the veteran deals on 1-2. Here's a hard-hit ball back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And with that, that'll push his hit streak to a modest 6 games.
Fred Lynn.
Fred Lynn will try it again. He's grounded out and struck out in 2 trips. First pitch on the way. And he lays off here, but it's a cold strike 1. Yet again, another first pitch strike.
And it's a big reason of why he's having the success he is. You establish the count in your favor right away, and it just opens up the door to so many more options going forward.
Come on, let's get a hit.
He waits. Now the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball, but this will get foul for strike 2. A runner at first with no outs here. Pause, now the pitch. And he gets some pretty good wood on it here as this is lifted to fairly deep left. Bonds will settle under it to make the play for the first out as the runner will have to head back to first.
He continues to pitch well out there. Here's his pitch breakdown so far.
Bobby Abreu will stand in with a run in, 1 out and 1 on here in the inning. First pitch to him. Knuckleball there, but it dances outside. Ball 1.
Got to be careful here with a run in already. You don't want to let one get away from you and lose the possibility of a double play.
From the belt, the pitch. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike.
Maybe that's off the black just a little bit, but when you're around the plate as much as he's been, you're going to find that you're going to get a few calls like that.
So 1-1 home. A little bit outside. 2-1. You get the sense he's starting to nibble a bit at the corners here, and that's something he wasn't doing earlier.
Yeah, and he sort of backed off the throttle a little bit, too. I'm wondering if that home run ball might have changed his approach just a little bit.
And he fires a fastball now for a called strike 2.
And the way he's kept the ball around the plate so far, he deserves a few calls at this point in the game.
Two. And he's getting his money's worth up there now. It's full 3-2.
Keep in mind now, the longer this at-bat goes, the higher the likelihood that this becomes his last inning out there.
Runner at first here, 1 man out.
Come on!
Full count offering on its way. And he just does manage to fight this one off as it's fouled away. The 3-2 one more time. And this misses here for ball 4. Just the second walk he's issued here into his 7th inning of work.
Yeah, they went to the slider there on 3-2, and that's a pitch where you're really hoping the hitter will see fastball and swing through it. But it didn't work out that time. He winds up losing him.
Art Fletcher will have another go. He struck out looking his last time. Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. First offering on the way. And, looked inside, but that's ruled a strike. 0-1. Bullpen working behind him, but you know this guy does not want to give up the baseball.
And he never does. I just don't think that's in his mentality.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1. And they'll come inside with this one, but the result's the same. It's to 2-1 now.
This is the kind of inning he's not pitching efficiently. He's just trying to be too darn fine, not trusting his stuff.
Ready on 2-1. Called strike that time, and it's even at 2-2. First and second now, 1 man out. Here comes a 2-2. A ball hit hard to the left side. And that's in there, base hit. And the runner will score from second.
Well, apparently, they've still got a pulse here. A run is in to score on the base hit, and now, with another hit or two, they could really make this interesting.
Ordonez will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 30.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Now the Tiger skipper's up out of the dugout on his way to the mound, and he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave here with 1 out in the 7th, as he now hopes the bullpen can go ahead and get him the W. Joaquin Benoit will come on and try to get out of this mess here, as there are 2 on with only 1 away.
Joaquin Benoit.
In tight here with the first pitch fastball that's 1-0. Surprised that there's no pinch hitter here?
Shocked is more the word for me. You're losing, but you're letting a reliever hit? I just don't get it.
Runners are at first and second with 1 away. The 1-0 home. Inside, and he falls behind the hitter now, 2-0. Not the right time to lose the strike zone here.
Definitely not when you've got a guy giving himself up.
Hitters count 2-0. Too tight with that one. 3-0.
Red light. Red. Red, red, red. I mean, don't even think twice about swinging the bat.
What can he do here? 3-0. And there's a strike as he'll try to work his way back. It's 3-1.
Yeah, definitely taken there. May very well take another.
The 3-1 coming. And he misses ball 4. So he comes out of the bullpen and immediately walks the first man he faces.
Well, we knew he had to work carefully with the runner in scoring position, but I don't think a walk was what he had in mind. That's going to make things just a little trickier now with the bases loaded.
Buddy Meyer will have a shot to do some damage, but he can't get them all back, so he needs to just get on base here. And he gets ahead here with the fastball, strike 1.
And this guy's been in situations like this so many times before. He's got plenty to call on upstairs to try to help him work out of this jam.
From the belt, kicks and deals. Tries to go the other way as this is in the air to left field. Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And he will get in to score, and it's a run batted in on the sacrifice fly.
And at the very least, that's what he's up there hoping to do. And that's hit the ball in the air somewhere. So nice job to pick up that runner from third. Although the other 2 runners have to stay put now with 2 away.
Pete Rose will step in now with 3 home in the inning and another 2 men out there on base.
This inning's really starting to unravel quickly from a defensive point of view. This is where you need a nice pop-up in a big way.
Here's the first offering. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0.
Yeah, looked like he hit the target. That's a tough pitch to lay off, but he made it pan out.
You can do it.
Now the 1-0. Grounded foul toward the third base dugout.
Take it
1-1 on the way. And he lays off for a ball, 2-1.
A 2-out hit here would be nice, but a 2-out walk wouldn't be the worst thing in the world either.
Now the 2-1. Fastball is looked at for strike 2.
That thing's coming in there hot. 96 miles an hour.
2 down, runners at first and second. Here's the 2-2 offering. Hit high but foul as that'll get in amongst the fans. Ready with another 2-2. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3. In danger now of a second walk out of the bullpen.
Not exactly providing relief. He's got to find it here somehow.
Here's the payoff pitch. And the payoff pitch is chopped foul at home plate, so we'll do it again. Still 3-2. The next 3-2. Now here's a swing and a ground ball. Fastball right back to the mound. And he'll flip it onto first, and with it, that ends the inning. So they pick up 3 runs on 3 hits, including the home run. No errors, and 2 men left on base. We'll look ahead to inning number 8 now. It's the Tigers 8 and the Buccos 4. Jerry Garvin will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Jerry Garvin.
Stan Hack will try again. 2 for 4 in the ballgame.
Third baseman, Stan Hack.
Now it looks like a right-hander's up and throwing in the Pittsburgh bullpen. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0.
And it's worth pointing out that they're burning through that bullpen here in game 1 of this series. That could have an effect on the rest of this week.
1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike.
Yeah, there's a good one right there. Right over the top. And just fire that thing in there.
Here's the 1-1. Fastball, and he's got to duck away for dear life there. Can't imagine guys like that too much.
Yeah, not too much indeed. You start getting into the danger area when it's up and in that high.
Fastball at the letters, and he turns on it, hits it high and deep out to center field. And he's going to have room to put this one away, and that's the first out.
Well, they took him up the ladder right there with the fastball, and he actually did a pretty good job to get wood on it at all. But it's still an easy play out there in center field.
Barry Bonds will stand in, 0 for 2 thus far. Now the first pitch. Up and in there with the first pitch fastball. It's ball 1.
They've already walked him twice already, so I wouldn't be surprised if they worked around him again.
Here's the 1-0. No offer at the curveball either. It's 2-0. One out, nobody on. And the pitch. And here's a fastball for a strike. 2-1 now.
Boy, and this is why you're trying to get yourself into good hitters' counts. This is just right down the middle on 2-0, and swinging at this should be your reward, but he decides to let it go.
The 2-1. And this will be fouled away. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here now the 2-2. Full count, 3-2. Hank Aaron waits on deck. Now the payoff pitch home. And this is swung on and missed. 2 are quickly retired to start inning number 8.
And this is music to a manager's ears here. After he watched his club give up 4 runs in an inning ago, this guy's come in and gotten 2 quick outs to start the next inning.
Hank Aaron will be the batter. He reached on an error and later scored his last time. Now here's the first pitch. And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Here's the pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Two out, nobody on. 1-1 pitch on the way. And able to lay off the fastball away here. 2-1 now. Here it comes, 2-1. Now a half swing here on the pitch inside, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the home plate umpire. Strike two. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking ball, and he sets him down for out number 3. 3 up, 3 down for Detroit. They still lead it by a count of 8-4. Mike Schmidt will stand in now, and he's been kept quiet out of the number 3 hole, hitless in his 3 at-bats so far.
Schmidt.
Here's the first pitch to him. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike 1.
He's probably not going to throw too many first pitch changeups. That's a pretty darn good call.
Now the pitch. Missed low and inside with it, 1-1. Here's the 1-1. Swing and a grounder fouled, and that almost took the first base coach along with it. Here comes the 1-2. And he struck him out. And there's the hat trick, as that's his 3rd strikeout of the ball game.
He was really late on this one. I mean, really late. You can see where the baseball is by the time he gets the barrel through. I mean, it's darn near in the catcher's glove already. That tells me he was probably looking for something else.
Into the box now, Jorge Posada, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike.
And you know, if you're going to challenge a guy up in the zone with a fastball, why not do it on the first pitch? A lot of times he's going to be taken anyway, and you just bought yourself a strike that you can now throw anything off of.
And the third baseman will have a look at it, but this is back into the seats. Now here it comes. Swing and a ball hit hard on the ground is short. In time to first, and there are 2 away.
First baseman, number 17, Todd Helton.
Todd Helton will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
Your attention, please. Now
So a
pitching
call
for
to the
Detroit,
bullpen now, and they'll make a move for the left-hander here.
Brazil.
And here's the first pitch. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike.
And you know, this is a guy that loves the ball down and in. It's one of the locations he really covers well, so they're going to want to mix their spots here.
Now the pitch. Another fastball, another called strike, 0-2 now.
And you kind of get the sense that he's not really messing around out there too much. There hasn't been a whole lot of setting guys up here in this inning. He's just trying to get himself back into that dugout as fast as he can.
Now here's the pitch. 0-2 pitch is swung on and lifted in the air out to center field. Over now is Ichiro as he puts it away to retire the side. 1-2-3 go the Pirates. They're unable to make a dent in an 8-4 deficit. Yogi Berra will get us started as they look for a little insurance here in the top of the ninth.
Yogi Berra.
First pitch coming. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. This man out for a second inning of work, and why not? He set him down 1-2-3 the last time around.
Right, and with 2 strikeouts mixed in there as well. Just let him keep going.
Fastball at 88 that time, a ball and a strike. 1-1. 1-2 as he chases the slider.
Oh, man, what a perfect pitch right there in a perfect spot. And that's exactly how you have to attack a guy like this. He wasn't even close on that pitch.
Here comes a 1-2. And this is swung on and missed, though the ball did hit the ground, so he'll need to go to first. Throw on to first is in time to get him, so that'll go down as a strikeout and a 2-3 putout for out number 1.
Oh, this one could have been trouble. But that's a nice play behind the plate to clear himself of the runner and then make a good throw on to first base to get the putout.
In now, Don Mattingly, as he'll watch a slider that runs out of the strike zone away for ball 1. One out, nobody on. 1-0 pitch now. And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Really a good job so far by this guy out of the bullpen.
Yeah, he's come in and really put his stamp on this game. He's thrown a lot of strikes. That's what you want.
And look out as that fastball ran in and got him. Ouch, bang.
Well, one thing this team cannot afford is for him to get hurt early in the season. Luckily, though, looks like he's going to be all right.
Here's Ichiro now, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. The 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. Now time is barked out by the home plate umpire. Runners on first with 1 down. Here's the 1-1 pitch. Now a swing and a hard hit ball to short. There's one. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. So they go quietly here in this half inning. 6th, 7th, and 8th place hitters scheduled to start the bottom of inning number 9. Tigers lead this one 8-4. Fred Lynn will stand in. He flew out his last time up.
Center fielder, Fred Lynn.
Here's the first offering. In there, and it's 0-1.
Knock it out of here.
Here it comes. Swinging a ball hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll take this to the bag. 3 unassisted for the first out.
Yeah, up by 4 in the 9th. You want to make sure these guys don't get any momentum on their side, so that's an important first out there.
Bobby Abreu will stand in, needing to do something here to get on base as they're down to their final 2 outs. First pitch coming. Sinker to open the AB in there for strike 1. And now a pitch on the way. Fastball called for strike 2.
Yeah, he came with a little bit of a different look that time. This pitch is also in there knee high, and now they've got him behind in the count, 0-2.
Pitch on the way. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, I think that fastball is just for show there. He's not trying to throw this for a strike.
The 1-2 with one away. And he makes good contact there, but this is going to find the stands foul down the right field line. Again, a 1-2. 1-2 offering is hit in the air out to straightaway left. Bonds is there, and quickly 2 are gone here, and it's not looking good for the home 9.
Well, this is a situation where a home run here isn't going to tie the game. He's got to work on just hitting down on the ball and hopefully trying to get on base. Instead, it's just an easy fly ball in a game where they're running out of outs.
Art Fletcher is the last chance now with 2 out here in the 9th. Mike Morgan will make an appearance here as he is in charge of trying to ring up the final out of the ball game.
You can do it.
First pitch coming. And a bit too high with that one. It's 1-0.
That's a pitch right there that you have to stay on top of, or else it's just going to get away from you.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Here's a 1-0. And a fastball here that's taken for ball 2.
Come on now.
Now the 2-0. Missed with it again, and it's 3-0 now.
And this is just a guy that's going to be happy to take a walk, so I'm a little bit surprised that they haven't challenged him a little bit more from the mound.
Here it is, the 3-0. And a good comeback there. It's 3-1.
And that's about where he'll sit with that fastball, 93, 94. And that's plenty hard enough to blow it by guys when you need to.
Here comes the 3-1. And there's a called strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike this afternoon.
These guys would like to at least get someone on base here in this bottom of the 9th. Got to make them sweat a little.
3-2, here it comes. This ball's grounded foul. Another full count pitch home. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Oh, but it'll stay in the park as it hits high off the top of the scoreboard. And he will stroll in there standing with a 2-out double. Number 2 will look to provide a little 2-out thunder off the bench as he'll hit with a runner at second and 2 away. Here's a swing and a ground ball, but a foul ball here, 0-1. He's set, now the pitch. And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Has a look, now the pitch. Now a swing and a ground ball. This should do it. Throw on to first will take care of him, and the Tigers have ended their 5-game losing streak as the ball game is over.
Yeah, and that's a good job to come right out here and set the tempo for this series as they finish off a good road victory here in Game 1.
And guys, little doubt that the big bat here tonight belonged to this gentleman right here, Ian Kinsler. Take a snapshot of that. He's our tops player of the game.
And I think all things considered, this was really a team victory. But out of everybody, I agree, he made the biggest impact out there.
So that'll just about do it. For Eric Caro, Steve Lyons, and our entire crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. This has been a presentation of MLB The Show. For more, don't forget to check out theshownation.com. The Tigers win it 8-4. So long from Pittsburgh.
Here now is our
Hello there, baseball fans. Before Tuesday's action gets kicked off, let's recap what went down around the league on Monday. In the AL Central, the Tigers paid visit to PNC Park where they took on the hometown Pirates. And it was the Tigers who prevailed. The final was 8-4. The Royals were in Minnesota to take on the Twins, and it was the Twins who came out on top 10-4. The Twins catcher, number 5, turned in a nice performance offensively with 3 base hits. The Washington Nationals paid visit to the Bo Sox at Fenway Park, and Washington was the winner. The score was 5-1. The Rays matched up against the Blue Jays at the Rogers Center, and on the road the Rays came away with the win in extra innings, the final 5-3. The New York Yankees were in Baltimore to take on the O's, and it was the O's who came away victorious, 15-6. The Orioles' second baseman, number 7, blasted 2 home runs and added 5 RBIs to his total in the process. The Angels did battle with the Rangers in North Texas. Texas was the winner. The score was 2-1. Vic Willis was dominant on the mound, collecting 14 strikeouts and earning the victory. The Angels starting pitcher, number 0, put together a complete game effort and gave up only 2 earned runs in the process, but still was tagged with the loss on the mound. The A's paid visit to Minute Maid Park to do battle with the Stros, and it was the boys from Oaktown who were victorious. The final score was 10-0. Doc White was in total control on the mound as he tossed a complete game shutout. The Miami Marlins were in Atlanta to take on the Braves, and it was the Marlins who came away victorious, the final 4-3. The Phillies were in Flushing, New York to take on the Mets, and it was the Phils who grabbed the victory. The score was 4-1. The Reds were visiting the Cubbies at Wrigley Field in Chicago, and it was the Cubbies who came away victorious. The score was 2-1. The Brewers visited the Redbirds in the Gateway City, and it was the Brewers who came out on top. The final was 8-4. Sammy Sosa was a fantasy owner's dream at the plate with 3 hits and 4 RBIs. The Mariners did interleague battle with the Dodgers in the City of Angels, and the Dodgers collected the W. Final score was 4-2. Albert Pujols was a force at the plate, driving in 3 runs. The D-backs took on the Padres in America's finest city, and it was the Diamondbacks who came out on top. The final was 8-4. The Rockies matched up against the Giants in San Fran, and it was the boys from San Fran who collected the W in this one. The final score was 3-2. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.